All right, we're going to be live in a minute here. All right. Make sure that everything is working. Just a sec. We'll be ready to go. Hearing weird noises. My light fixture above me is like creaking. Whenever I use it, it creaks. I'm just getting everything all set here, and then I will be ready to go. Okay. There we go. Come on. Oh, it always decides to be slow when it knows you're waiting on it, doesn't it? Seems to be the way of things, isn't it? There we go. All right. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a good week so far. Gotta remember my camera's here. I always move it around. Today I have this. This is my Squire Bullet Telecaster. We did a bunch of videos about this thing. It's got a Strat neck on it right now. There's actually a new pickup on the way. I found that I don't really like the neck pickup very much. So check it out. So the neck pickup to my ear sounds kind of like muffly. Sounds kind of like the treble knob is turned down. I don't really like that very much. I like the bridge pickup a lot. The bridge pickup sounds good. About how you'd expect, but the neck does not sound very good. It's like I said, it sounds like the tone knob is turned down, but it's not. It's up all the way. So anyway, I've got a new pickup on the way. I'm also going to install a Delta circuit in this guitar. What that is something that Fender came up with. So basically, your volume knob is pretty much the same as normal, but your tone knob, when it's on 10, it's called a no-load pot, is what it's called. So when your tone is on 10, it actually takes the tone pot completely out of the circuit completely. So you're getting no filtering, no frequencies added or removed. And that's what makes a lot of Telecasters sparkle. They put that in a lot of their higher-end ones, so I'm going to try that and see if that clears up this muddiness that I'm getting with this neck pickup, in addition to a new neck pickup, because I think this neck pickup just may not be very good. So yeah, we're going to play a little bit tonight, and yeah, if you want to talk about stuff, let me know in the chat. There's something fun to start with. I mean, it is a Telecaster after all, so you gotta start with that kind of music. Hope everybody's having a great night so far. Hope everybody's had a good week so far. Anybody find anything interesting this week in the world of guitars or amps or anything? All right. Man, every time I put something down on this desk, it's like boom. So yeah, I kind of talked about it at the beginning, but this guitar, I have a love-hate relationship with it because I love how cheap it is. This is the Bullet Telecaster. So they make a new one. It's called the Sonic Telecaster. It's basically the same thing. I played a couple of them in my local shop, and they're actually really nice. If I didn't already have this one, I probably would have bought one like 2 days ago when I was in there. But I love it and I hate it. I hated the neck that came with it, so I put this one on it. Did a video about that. And then I hate the neck pickup. It's really bad. Like, the more I play it, the worse it sounds to me. So I'm not just going to tease you. So here it is. Everything's open. Volume 10, treble 10. Or tone 10, I should say. So it sounds nice, you know? When you're doing that kind of stuff, it sounds good. But there, well, it would help I was in tune. But there you can kind of hear that weird, like, bassy thing that it does. And it does it with all my amps. It's not just this little pod. It's all my amps. It does that. The bass notes specifically. There's not a lot of top end on it either. Especially on that G string, you can really hear it. If I go up to like A, so like it doesn't sound bad. So when I say I hate it, it doesn't mean I hate it because it sucks. It leaves a little bit more to be desired. It almost sounds like the tone knob at 7 instead of 10. So, I like the bridge pickup a lot though. Bridge pickup sounds awesome. It's a bad example. This patch peaks out way too easily. If I switch it to this, you can really hear it. I mean, you really hear what you expect there. It sounds awesome. Exactly what you expect. But then when you go here, it's not. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to roll with it for tonight. I am upgrading it tomorrow, and I will make a video about that. Let's play something else. Nope, we're not doing that one. We'll do this one instead. is this backing track? I'm just stopping right there. What's up, guys? Sorry, that backing track was like 12 minutes long. Hey, Yannick. Hey, Ian. Got you a telly. Nice. I'm happy to hear that. Honey Burst. Tellies and Burst are my favorite. I wish this were a Burst, but it was... This was a Guitar Center special because it was like destroyed. See right here? And you can't really see it, but right here and on the back, right there. It fell off the back of a truck, so I got it real cheap. It's a bullet. Those performers are the real deal, though. Those things are nice. Happy for you, man. That's awesome. Alright, how's everybody doing? Hope you're all having a really good week so far. It's been a long time since I did one of these. Been real busy with the band and everything, and working on my Kramer, and I'm working on this thing actually. Tomorrow, I've got a pickup and a new tone pot coming, so I'm gonna make a video about that. Excuse me. Yeah, so just hanging out tonight with the Telecaster. This probably isn't gonna be a very long one. I just wanted to do it because I hadn't done it in a while. Alright, so I'm thinking... Oops. Hey, Yannick, you're selling some tellies? Are they Fenders? Nice. I'm looking for a Fender. I found a black label Telecaster from '94. Trying to get the guy to sell it to me at a good price. He's got it way too expensive right now, but we'll see. Alright, I think I'm going to try to sing a song. I have no idea how this is going to go, because every backing track is different. And like sometimes they're not right. So hopefully this is right. Apologies in advance. To start. Sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely what I say. If you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Oh yeah. Take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come, and they will pass. Find a woman, oh baby, you'll find love. And don't forget, son, there is someone up above. And be a simple son, if you can. For the rich man's gold that you need is in your soul. You can do this, so baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Will be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Oh, yes, I will. Don't you worry, you'll find yourself. There it is. You'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. You can do this, so baby, if you try. That I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Will be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? All right. That was kind of a bomb. That's okay. That happens sometimes. There was like a synthesizer playing like the melody of the singing. It was weird. I don't know if you could hear that. It was like a keyboard that was like playing the notes of the singing melody. Am I going to get the black label? I don't know. I want to, but I'm not paying the guy what he wants for it. There is no way. Because he wants like $700 for it. It's ridiculous. A Black Label Squire Series Telecaster is not worth $700 in any universe and in any inflation in any country. Maybe Australia. Or if they were like exporting it to Antarctica or something, where everything's going to be more expensive, or sending it to the moon. $700? Dude, are you kidding me? Like, I sent him and he said that it was a Mexican standard. He's not even calling it a Squire Series. He's calling it a Mexican standard. And in the picture, you can literally see the Squire Series logo sanded off. There's like a sanded off circle on the headstock where it used to say Squire Series. It's a Black Label Fender, made in Mexico, MN4, just like that one, set back there. Same deal as that one. But he was calling it a Mexican Standard, and he was selling it for like $700. I think it was a situation of like, honey, you need to sell some guitars. All right, I'll put it for sale. Nobody's bought it, but it's for sale. I promise. I'm trying to sell. It could be something like that, where he's not actually trying to sell it. He's just, see, I got it for sale. See? So I wasn't trying to be a butthole about it or anything, but I sent him a message and I was like, hey man. Oh, and the other thing, it's in worse condition than mine. So like, the whole bottom part right here is gone. Like, it's black. It's white right here. And it's not like like sanded with your arm. It's like somebody took the back of a hammer and whacked it a few times. Up by the pick guard, like right here, is just exposed wood, like on this top part right here. Same on the back. And here's the best part. It has ESP tuners and 1 Washburn tuner. Isn't that crazy? So it has like 5 ESP tuners for some reason. I don't know why. And 1 Washburn tuner. And the guy's saying it's a Mexican Standard with upgrades. And he's selling it for $700. Like, are you kidding me, dude? What's your deal, man? So, we'll see what he says back to me. But I haven't gotten a response for 2 days, so I have a feeling I pissed him off. I was nice. I said, hey, man, just so you know, I'm sure you realize this is a Squier. You can see where Squier Series was sanded off on the headstock. Considering the condition of the body, the fact that it's missing the tuners, and the tuners are mismatched, and it's a Squier, would you take less? He won't take less, I'm sure. He probably won't reply. He'll probably be like, that guy thinks he knows everything. Whatever. It's all cool. Those are awesome. I've got 1 of those. I thought I had 2 of those. I have 1 of those. You can kind of see it, actually. That headstock right above my thumb right there that says Squier. That's my Affinity. It's an 02. My first guitar, actually. Squiers are great. Nothing against them at all. I'm probably going to make a video about this at some point, but I've been thinking a lot about it. I figure I might as well talk about it now. So, there's like 2 different types of people that I've learned in the guitar community that equally piss me off. The first is, oh, I only play American-made Gibsons. I only play American-made Fenders. You got that garbage guitar. I just need my tone with my Les Paul and my Marshall JCM with my 1968 cabinets. And I love that sweet tone, and ain't nothing like a Gibson, and everything else is fake Chinese crap. I can't stand those people. They ruin it for the rest of us, and they need to get knocked down a peg. But I've learned recently, joining some groups online, there is an equally annoying group of people. And we all need to work really hard to toe the line between these 2 extremes. The other extreme is, oh, I got this IYV, and it plays better than my $5,000 Gibson Les Paul Custom. Look, I understand, and I've put these theories forward in a way before in my channel, and I believe it. There are very cheap guitars that play amazing out there. There really are. I mean, you can get things from like Firefly, Harley Benton, IYV. You know, these cheaper guitars can blow you away. Really, they can. And then you're just kind of in shock. Kramer Baretta Special. You know, you play it, it feels good, it looks good, it sounds good, it has all the stuff going for it. And it's like, man, that's kick-ass. I love it. But I think there's a big difference between that, like saying this is a great value for my money, and this is better than a $5,000 Gibson. This is better than a American-made Fender. This is better, because it isn't. How could it be? Those American-made guitars, yes, the argument is, are you going to pay for a guy who made the guitar with a CNC machine in China or a CNC machine in America? And there is a point to that argument, absolutely. Because there are some cheap guitars that are as good as some of those lower upper-end instruments. For example, that Epiphone Les Paul Studio back there that I reviewed. That guitar is as good as any Gibson Les Paul Studio that I've played. But here's the big difference there. The Gibson Les Paul Studio is overpriced, as are all of their other guitars. And in my opinion, that Epiphone proves that Gibson is charging way too much and not delivering a product that justifies that price point. So there are those cases. But notice I didn't say, this is better than a 59 Greenie, or this is better than a Gibson Les Paul Custom, because there's different categories for this stuff. And people need to cut this shit out. It is so unbelievably annoying. Going hand in hand with the cheap guitar, and both groups do this, the expensive guitar people and the cheap guitar people. The cheap guitar people will say, guys, look at this. I got this Bullet Telecaster, and it's amazing. It's so good. I'm amazed by how good it sounds. I'm so happy with it. So far, so good, right? Along comes Mr. Cheapy McGee. Oh, yeah, well, I got me this Epiphone Maestro SG, and it's so good. And it sounds so good when I plug it into my Line 6 Spider. Like, again, okay, but stop trying to one-up each other all the time. It happens up at the top, too. Guys, look what I got. I got my dream guitar. It's the 61 reissue, the white SG with the black pickguard that says, you know, or with the pickguard that says Les Paul Custom, and oh my God, it's so good. And then, of course, here comes somebody who's like, oh, I got an original one of them. Also, I got a 1963 Firebird 7. And here's a picture that you didn't ask for of my collection of all my guitars on my couch with my Marshall next to it. Like, what are you guys doing? Seriously. Cut the shit out. You're ruining the entire experience for a lot of people. How are you supposed to talk to somebody who's trying to get into this and trying to enjoy what they have? If you look behind me right now, do you see anything that is worth more than $1,000? Do you see anything that's worth more than about $500? No, you don't. So I'm not saying this because I'm a guy who's got all these expensive guitars and you guys need to feel bad for having cheap stuff. That's not what I'm saying. And I'm not saying I'm so poor that I can't afford an expensive guitar, so I don't like people that have expensive stuff either. All I'm saying is humility isn't just for you. It's for everybody and for you. We've all got to stop this ridiculous cult that's been created. Now, this has existed forever. This isn't new. What is new is that we can now instantly connect with other people. Instantly, all the time, and these brands are coming out with these very well-made, very cheap guitars right now. 15, 20 years ago, that market didn't really exist. And the market that did exist is where you found the Starcaster and the Maestro and the lower-end Squiers and the lower-end Epiphones and all that stuff. Hamer, you know, all those brands. Those are now being replaced. I don't know what those brands, some of them don't exist, but I don't know what those brands are going to do. Squiers figured it out. Why don't we make guitars as good as our Mexican line, but call them Squiers and charge $600 for them, which I don't understand. Gibson's doing the same thing with Epiphone. They make amazing Les Paul Studios, Les Paul Standards, and Les Paul Customs to the point where I don't ever see myself buying a new Gibson because the new Epiphones are what Gibsons should cost. And they play decently well to their counterparts. So the moral of the story, I want to end with this on this topic. If you guys have cheap guitars, I'm not saying that you're not allowed to love them. And I'm not saying that you're not allowed to brag about them to your friends. I'm not saying you're not allowed to say, man, I played this and I played these really expensive ones at the store and this actually feels and sounds as good as those. That is fair. I'm not trying to discourage you from having that mentality because we should love the guitars we have, whether they're the ones we chose or the ones that we happen to have. So I'm not trying to discourage you from enjoying them. And if you're the kind of person who loves expensive guitars, I'm not trying to discourage you from having those either. I'm just telling you basically don't be an asshole. Okay? One final thing on this that I do want to say is I'm tired of people pretending that the headstock doesn't matter. Okay? Now, some people think it matters too much. Some people don't think it matters enough. I would be a liar if I said that it didn't matter to me that it was really a Fender or really a Squier or really a Gibson or really an Epiphone, you know? I'm not up there like playing a Squier like, man, this guitar sucks and I hate the way that this all looks and sounds and feels and it's all just fake because it's a Squier. I'm not thinking that. But when you hold a Fender in your hand, and you know it's a Fender, it's about more than what it is, okay? It's not about the way it was made, the pickups that it has, the neck it has, the tuners it has, the color it is, the strap you chose to go with it. Those things matter, but the other thing that goes into this is heritage. Fender and Gibson and all of these brands have a heritage. They have a history. And when you own one of those instruments, you become part of that history. And you feel that you can channel that history and add to that history in your own way. So people shouldn't feel bad about caring about it, and I'm tired of denying it that the headstock doesn't matter. Notice I've never really said the headstock doesn't matter. I've said I'm surprised what's on the headstock, or I don't care what's on the headstock, this is really good. But it matters, and it's okay for it to matter. We all have to have things to look forward to, and there has to be a mark of better and worse, doesn't there? In this world, there are things that are objectively better than other things and will be labeled as such. Now, quality control, as Ian said a minute ago, some of the quality control of these brands isn't very good, and they're damaging their reputation. Gibson is an example of that. Gibson used to mean American-made, very well-made, heirloom, lifetime investment, yada, yada, yada. That's true, or used to be. Now, it's a crapshoot. You might get one that's broken out of the box, or you might get one that won't intonate, or you might... So it's just a real damn shame that it's gotten that way. But if you end up with a good one, you have something that says Gibson on the headstock, and I think you'd be a liar if you said that didn't matter to you, at least a little bit. So, okay, enough talking. Sorry to go on that tangent, but that's been on my mind a lot lately. I'm in these groups online that are just so unbelievably toxic, and I'm not the kind of guy who's going to go into those groups and start arguing with these people, because I don't do that. But I had to say something to people who might understand, so hopefully that wasn't off base. Hopefully I didn't make anybody mad, but I don't know. Just something I've been feeling lately. So, anyway. Oh, by the way, full disclosure, I bought this neck from my friend, and I liked the way that it felt. And this is pretty clearly a water slide decal. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to remove this and get something maybe with my name on it or something. I mean, you can tell pretty clearly that that is not. Let's see if I can get the light to hit it. Yeah, you see that? You know, I wouldn't pass this off as a Fender on purpose to anybody. So I'm telling you guys that right now. That being said, I would rather that this say nothing or Squire than not Fender when it's not really a Fender. So hopefully it didn't bore everybody to death. Sorry. Alright, let's do something now. You know, this plays and sounds as good as an I'm kidding. Alright. How long is this? Man, I always find the wrong things. Let's just do a Stevie Ray Vaughan. I like that. Sight to the blind. My baby's loving cause the sun to shine. Cause she my sweet little thing. She my pride and joy. She my sweet little baby. I'm but a little loving boy. Well, I love my baby with my heart and my soul. Love like eyes that won't never go. She my sweet little thing. She my pride and joy. She my sweet little baby. I'm but a little loving boy. Well, I love my baby, long and lean. Mess with her, you see this man get mean. Cause she my sweet little thing. She my pride and joy. She my sweet little baby. I'm but a little loving boy. until the end of time, 'cause she my sweet little thing. She my pride and joy. She my sweet little baby. I'm but a little loving boy. All right. That's always fun. Good way to get out of the funk of talking. Hope you guys are still having a good night tonight. Let's see, what do we want to do now? Let's see what I can find. I'm not feeling this. I guess we can do this one. This will be the last one for tonight. I'm not singing anymore. 2 songs, that's what you get. right, guys. Hey, I had fun hanging out with you tonight. Thank you very much for being here. That's going to be all. So thanks again. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be posting a new video this coming Saturday morning. I'm going to be going live Saturday night. We're going to be at the American Legion at, I think, 8 o'clock Eastern time. So I'll start streaming then, and I'm going to stream all night long, till around midnight. So yeah. Thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Yannick. Yeah, Telly does sound good. I'm putting that new neck pickup in it tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. I'll definitely make a video about that. We're going to be doing some more work on the Kramer. That's coming up on Saturday. That series is almost over, and then we'll move on to the next thing as we do. So thank you very much again. Appreciate it. Keep on rocking, and see you next time. Bye.